Find the coordinates of the centroid of the triangle whose vertices are. So
Good morning, sir.
the coordinates of the vertices are A minus 1, 3, B 1 minus 1, and C 5, 1. These three are the vertices that are given to you. Okay. Therefore, you can directly write the coordinates of the centroid. Take this as your x1, y1. This as your x2, y2. Any order you want, you can take. And this as your x3, y3. So if you see x1 is minus 1, x2 is plus 1, and x3 is plus 5. Divide by 3. y1 is 3, y2 is minus 1, and y3 is plus 1. Therefore, what are the coordinates of the centroid? 6 minus 1 by 3, 4 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 5 by 3 and 1. Okay, so as simple as this. Let's look at the next question. The vertices of a triangle are. So the given vertices are A minus 5, 3, B, P minus 1, and C 6, Q. These three are the given vertices. Find the values of P and Q if the centroid of the triangle ABC is 1 minus 1. So coordinates of the centroid is given to you. As 1 minus 1. Let us first find out the coordinates of centroid in terms of P and Q. If three vertices are given, what are the coordinates of the centroid? Take this as your x1, y1, this as your x2, y2, and this as your x3, y3. So coordinates of x coordinate is x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. And the y coordinate is y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, which is equal to p minus 1, p plus 1 by 3. And this is q plus 2 by 3. And because coordinates of the centroid is given to you, and these are the coordinates of the centroid in terms of p and q, so therefore p plus 1 by 3, q plus 2 by 3 must be equal to 1 minus 1. So now you equate the x and the y coordinates separately. You get p plus 1 by 3 is equal to 1, and q plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 1. So these two are the equations that you need to solve to get the values of p and q. So you now cross multiply the first one, p plus 1 is equal to 3, and you also cross multiply the second one, q plus 2 is equal to minus 3. That means you get p is equal to 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2, and you get q is equal to minus 3 minus 2, which is equal to minus 5. So what are the values of p and q? P is equal to q, and p is equal to 2, and q is equal to minus 5. Okay. So these are the very elementary applications of the coordinate of the formula on centroid. Okay. We now move on to the problem from section formula. Look at the first question. The question states the line segment joining the points 3, minus 4 and 1, 2 is trisected at the points P and Q. What do you mean by trisection? You have a line whose n coordinates are say given to you. Let us say A is given to you as 3 minus 4 and B say is given to you as 1, 2. Now AB, what do you mean by trisection of AB? Trisection of AB means the division of the line into 3 equal parts. So you have say this point and say this point. So this AB is divided into 3 parts. So this is our point P and say this is our point Q. Okay. It is trisected at the points P and Q. That means this part must be equal to this part must be equal to this part. That is what it means. Okay. So therefore, I can, if AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB, I say let AP equal to PQ equal to QB equal to K units because it is trisected. So this is K units. This is K units. And this is K units. Okay. So you need to find out if the coordinates of P and Q are given. Okay. If the coordinates of P and Q are, coordinate of P is given to be P minus 2 and the coordinates of Q is given to be 5 by 3 Q. Okay, you need to find out the values of P and Q. How do you find? First of all, you see what coordinates are given to you. A and B are coordinates are fully given to you, right? So find out the fraction AP by PB. That is, you need to find out AP is to PB. AP is K and PB is K plus K. So which is K by 2K, which is equal to 1 by 2. K and K cancel. That means, what is this ratio? AP is to PB is equal to 1 is to 2. So now once I get the AP is to PB, I know the coordinates of A, I know the coordinates of B. So if I take this as my x1, y1 and this as my x2, y2, this part AP becomes, and because we know AP is to PB, this AP becomes M is equal to 1, this part. And this part becomes my N. Okay. So M is equal to 1 and N is equal to 2. So here AP is to PB is equal to M is to N is equal to 1 is to 2. Therefore, M must be equal to 1 and N is equal to 2. And what are x1, y1 we have taken as A and x2, y2 we have taken as B. So we know the values of x1, y1 and x2, y2 also. Okay, so let's find out the coordinates of P by section formula. Therefore, coordinates of P. M x2, x2 is 1 plus N x1, x1 if you see above is 3 divided by M plus N. Next, y coordinate M y2, y2 is 2 plus N y1, y1 is minus 4 divided by 1 plus 2. Okay, so you simplify this, you get this as 5 by, this is this is 6 plus 1, 7 by 3. And this is 2 minus 8, which is minus 6 by 3. Which you are getting this as P 7 by 3 minus 2. This is what you are getting. But what are the coordinates of P given here? The coordinates of P given here is P minus 2. So therefore, this coordinate here must be equal to P minus 2. So therefore, P 7 by 3 minus 2 must be equal to P minus 2, right? So now equate the X and the Y coordinates separately. That means minus 2 and minus 2 you don't need to equate because these are already there. So therefore P must be equal to 7 by 3. Okay, so you have got the value of P. Fine. We'll now proceed to find out the value of Q. We'll proceed exactly in a similar manner, but this time we are going to approach a little differently. This is our line. Which joins the points A, 3 minus 4, and you have the point B, 1, 2. Again trisected by the points P and Q. So P, and this is the point Q, and all these are equal, such that K units lie here, K units are here, and K units are here. Okay. Now coordinates of P is given to you as, or we won't require the coordinates of P, yet we'll write P minus 2, and the coordinates of Q given to you is 5 by 3 Q. We have already found out the value of P, right? So if you want, you can write down value of P also. We have found this out to be 7 by 3. We won't require this. Okay. So now if you see here, now we will find, because X and Y we know, A and B we know, because we know the endpoints, we can take this as our X1, Y1. And this as our X2, Y2. Okay. So this becomes our M parts here. And this becomes our N parts. Right? So how much is this length AQ? We need to find AQ by QB. Okay, M is to N. AQ is K plus K, and QB is K. This is 2K by K, which is equal to 2. That means, what is the ratio we're getting? AQ is to QB is equal to 2 is to 1. That means, what is M here? M is equal to 2 and N is equal to 1. Okay. Now with the help of this ratio, we are going to find out the coordinates of Q. We have already taken this as X1, Y1, this as the X2, Y2, and what is M here? M is equal to 2 and N is equal to 1. So therefore, coordinates of Q. Write the formula. In the previous one, I did not write. Let me write here. Okay, put the values. M is 2. Okay, X2 here is 1. N is 1. X1 here is 3. Divided by M plus N, 2 plus 1. Next, M, Y2 here is 2 plus N, Y1. Y1 here is minus 4 divided by 2 plus 1. I will simplify this. So you get 3 plus 2, 5. This is 5 by 3. And this you get 4 minus 4, which is 0. Okay. So therefore, coordinates of Q you have got as 5 by 3, 0. But what are the coordinates given here? 5 by 3 Q. Therefore, these two must be equal. Therefore, Q 5 by 3 0 is equal to Q 5 by 3 Q. So that means now you equate the y coordinate, you get Q is equal to 0. Okay. So that is how you find out the values of P and Q. We'll move to the next question then. Question is, if A is equal to minus 4, 3, B is equal to 8, 6, find the length of AB. Now, length of AB you can find out by distance formula. So let's use just a small revision of distance formula. So number 2, given A is equal to, although this notation is wrong, we don't write A is equal to this. Okay, but still, since it is given in the question, B is equal to 8 minus 6. Okay.
1 liter, 100 liter.
You need to find out the length of AB first. So AB by distance formula is root over of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, which is equal to square root of, take these points as this x1 y1 and x2 y2. This is 8 minus of minus 4 square plus minus 6 minus 3 square. So you get here root over of 12 square, because 8 plus 4 will give you 12, plus minus 9 square, which is equal to square root of 144 plus 81, which is equal to square root of 225, which is equal to 15 units. Okay, so the length AB is 15 units. From distance formula we have found. So this was just a class 9 revision. Next question is, in what ratio is the line segment joining AB divided by the x-axis? Okay, now just as a previous one, let us draw a rough figure to understand how it will look like. So you have the origin, okay, A is the point minus 4, 3. Let's say A lies say somewhere over here, and B is 8 minus 6. Let's say B lies over here. Eight minus 6. Okay, we join these 2 points. Okay, just a rough figure. Now the question is, in what ratio will this line be divided by the x-axis? So what is the point where this line cuts the x-axis? This is the point. Let's call it the point P. Okay, so let the coordinates of the point where AB intersects the x-axis be P. Let us call this point, because P lies on the x-axis, the y coordinate will definitely be 0, and we can take the x coordinate to be A. So A comma 0. Okay, so P, the coordinates of P we have taken as A comma 0. Now we can find out the coordinates of P only if we take the ratio. So let the coordinates of P where AB intersects the x-axis be PA0 such that, let's take k parts here, that is such that AP is to PB is equal to k is to 1. That means k parts lie here, and say let's say one part lies here. Okay, so now we can find out the coordinates of P in terms of k. So therefore, coordinates of P, take this as your x1 y1, this as your x2 y2, and because we have taken this as our x1 y1, m becomes equal to k and n becomes equal to 1. So m x2 is 8 plus n x1 is minus 4 divided by m plus n, k plus 1, and the y coordinate will be, write down, m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Okay, this is your x and the y coordinate. Simplify this. Coordinates of P you are getting as 8k minus 4 divided by k plus 1. And here you are getting 3 minus 6k divided by k plus 1. But what are the coordinates of P we have taken? A comma 0. So therefore, P 8k minus 4 by k plus 1, 3 minus 6k by k plus 1 is equal to P a comma 0. So that means 8k minus 4 by k plus 1 must be equal to a, and if you equate the y coordinates, you get 3 minus 6k by k plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, what is the question here? They have only asked you find the ratio in which the line segment is divided by in which the point divides AB, in which x-axis divides AB in this ratio. Okay, you simply need to find out the ratio. So what you do is you consider only this equation. So we have 3 minus 6k divided by k plus 1 is equal to 0. That means 3 minus 6k must be equal to 0. That means 6k must be equal to 3. That means k is equal to 3 by 6, which is equal to half. So therefore, what is the ratio? Ratio in which the x-axis divides AB equal to k is to 1 we have taken, right? And this we have got as half is to 1, which is equal to half by 1, which is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 is to 2. So that is all. Now, if the question asks you find also the coordinates of P here, if they had asked find the coordinates of P, then we would have taken this equation also. We have put the value of k is equal to half in this equation, found out the x coordinate, and we could have found out the coordinate of P. Okay. So any question here? I've given you a note here that if you had to find out the coordinates of P, you could put here, and you will see that you'll get the coordinates of you get the value of A as 0. Okay, so that the point P comes out to be the origin 0 0. Anyway, that is not asked. Any question here? Move on to the next question then. Number 3. If the points A, B, C, and D coordinates are given to you, C and D are given to you in terms of P and Q, form a parallelogram ABCD. Find the values of P and Q. Now, this is a very common question that is asked. So ABCD is a parallelogram. Let us take A as -2, -1. B as 1 0, C as E3, and D as 1 Q. So they form a parallelogram. Okay, you need to find out the values of P and Q. Now we are going to use the fact that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. This is the property that we are going to use. So you join the diagonals. Okay. And let's say that point of intersection of diagonals is P. So let P be the point of intersection of the diagonals AC and BD of parallelogram ABCD. Now, because see that the diagonals bisect the bisect each other, that means this part must be equal to this part, and this part must be equal to this part, right? So since the diagonals bisect each other, therefore P is what? P is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so we can get the coordinates of P if I take this as x1 y1 and this as our x2 y2. From midpoint formula, we can get the coordinates of P. Therefore, coordinates of P is x1 plus x2 y2 y1 plus y2 by 2, which is equal to P minus 2 plus P by 2 minus 1 plus 3 by 2. Right? Put the values of x1 and y1 and x2 y2. So therefore, what are the coordinates of P we are getting? We are getting the coordinates of P as P minus 2 by 2 comma 1. Okay, this also P is also the midpoint of BD, right? P is also the midpoint of BD. Therefore, coordinates of P x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y2 by 2. But this time, which one is our x1 and y1 and which one is our x2 by 2? Let us take this as our x1 y1 and this as our x2 y2. Okay, so this is x1 is 1 and x2 is also 1. So 1 plus 1 by 2 and y1 is 0 and y2 here is q. 0 plus q by 2. You are getting the coordinates of P as 1 q by 2. Now, two coordinates of P, you are getting this and this because in P is the same point. Therefore, these two coordinates must be equal. Therefore, P minus 2 by 2 comma 1 must be equal to 1 comma q by 2. Now, you equate the x and the y coordinates separately. P minus 2 by 2 is equal to 1 and 1 is equal to q by 2. Now, you cross multiply, solve for P and Q. Both the equations, P minus 2 is equal to 2 and 2 is equal to Q. So that means you get P is equal to 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4, and you're getting Q is equal to 2. Okay, so that is what you have to find. So value of P is 4 and the value of Q is 2, and that's your answer. Any question here? So I'll stop here.